Alrighty. Well, I know it's a late night, but I was able to come on tonight. Just got off work. I know some people maybe watch, some people may not be able to, but that's okay. That's great. Um, just wanted to give a little bit of information to you. We got one person watching. Okay, hold on. Okay, we got two people watching. Okay, live. Something new with StreamYard, I guess, where I can like see the comments. Hello, Joshua. How are you doing today? So I'm going to start coming on late nights on Tuesday, and I'll be on tomorrow as well. So, but we're also always on Sunday. So you get more and more of Suitsy Bootsy, right? But just to talk about what's going on in the world today, we're going to start pulling some cards, and we're going to use fundamental astrology, right? Because it's got double, two for the price of one, right? So, Joshua, since you're the only, we got three people watching. Hello, everybody, 333. That's amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like and share this video, please, 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 please. We're gonna. I was trying to do some beating of the gong first, but can y'all hear that? We got four people watching. Hello, hello, everyone. Let's see. I think if I click this. Hey, yeah, okay. Awesome. I didn't know that could do that. So hi, Joshua. Hello, hello, hello. So the first card is going to be for Joshua, and it's called the fourth house. There's no place like home. Thinking of redecorating, remodeling, or moving? Time to set your plans into motion. So we got the fourth house. Now if we flip that, we got family ties. Celebrate energy that surrounds you and your family. Now your family could be friends, it could be co-workers, it could be all kinds of things. Bridget Connolly says hello. Hello, Bridget. How are you? All right. Hello. All right. So we got to pull a card for Bridget as well. Things are falling. All things are already falling. Okay. So we want to start talking. We got things going on with family. So that's cool. All right. I was just on the phone earlier because that's what I do for a living, being on the phone all day and talking to people. And there's a lot of error out there. People are getting messages on a regular basis of like, why is this not working for me? Why? I don't understand. I'm confused, right? We've all been there. It's like I liken it to when you first start dating. You start dating a person and you're like, I want this person to like me. Why won't they like me? Just like me, damn it. That's all I want. You know what I mean? So, how do we do that? Well, first we have to love ourselves. And if you go back here to Joshua's card, the family ties, what we're talking about here are redecorating, remodeling. And we talked about in the last episode was this whole idea of starting over again and how we do that, what we do and how we do. So the first thing we want to talk about when we're restarting and sort of reacclimating ourselves is fixed. Hold fast to your dreams. Now that's funny that we're talking about. The message here today was what? How to make a dream a reality. I just picked the card, it shows. So already, hello, Linda, how are you? I'm going to try to get everybody's message up here. I had no idea you could do this. So I learn something new every day. All right. You're capable of intense, prolonged, focused energy. Embrace your passion. You will triumph. So as you go through these things of remodeling yourself, or, you want people to like you, all I'm going to say to this is, you are loved. They may just not know how to love you, and that's okay. Don't worry about having to get yourself fixed. You're not a feral cat or a wild dog, okay? You are fine. I need you to remember that. So as you're searching out and seeking out for ways to make the dream a reality, just let y'all know, my friend who had that audition, we sent good energy to. Please continue to send good energy to my friend. Very big audition that he had. Have a really good feeling about it. Really good feeling about it. He's a great guy and he deserves the world. So, and all of the people out there who are job opportunities, auditioning, writing, creating, right? Send them all the greatest energy you can. So the first part of this, the duality card, is fixed. And we're going to turn it over and it says an adjustment is required. Now you might say, whoa, whoa, whoa. You said I was fixed. Help me understand what you mean, my man. So what that means is this is no time to give up or do an about face, but you may need to refine your approach to making the dream a reality. Okay. So as my wife and child are in bed asleep, right? I know that it takes sacrifice to get where I want to be in this realm, in this industry, and industry in general. And y'all help me so much with that. Just liking and sharing this video and commenting and all that. Joshua recently filmed Independent. That's awesome. Congratulations, Joshua. So we'll put this card up here. Okay. The next card we got. All right. We got 4 people watching. So if you're here, tell me you're here so I can say hello and give you a card. If you're not going to say hello, then I can't give you a card. You know what? You may be on the Suitsy Bootsy station. So I need to go check that out. Let me see if it's on Suitsy Bootsy station. And that's very possible. I felt so bad the other day. My wife was like, do you ever check who's on the Suitsy Bootsy station? She would never say Suitsy Bootsy station. But, put that right. Okay. All right. So what we want to do, what we want to make sure of is that we're receiving the right messages for everyone, right? We want to receive the right messages. And we want to understand how to execute those messages correctly. One of the major problems that we have when we are going into the family ties and adjusting family, a lot of people talk about, well, my family just doesn't support me. Oh, well, thank you so much, Joshua. I appreciate it. Anytime, anything we can do to support the creative collective here. The messenger, Hermes, right? Got wings on his feet. I know we always feel like that. I got a message. When we're kids, like, ooh, I've learned something. I got to tell somebody. Let's go tell somebody. Right? Sometimes a message is not to be told. And people who are especially studying metaphysics and training, right? One of the lessons, if you don't learn this in a class, you need to walk out. Just FYI. If you say, oh, so if I get a message, do I give it? No. Always ask permission. You don't know, especially in mediumship, very important in mediumship. They may not want to hear from their great uncle because he was a drunk and an abusive person. Even though he's working over on the other side on himself or herself, right? That may be too much for them. Adjustments will be required, especially when there are family ties, right? Or friend ties, so we have to be aware of these messages as we are going into the dream world. And if you have not watched The Sandman on Netflix or read the graphic novel by Neil Gaiman, I highly recommend it. It's so good. It's so good. All right. So the Mercury, the messenger. Okay. I want you to look at that beautiful card. You see a lot of red and yellow and green and blue. So what that tells you got the heart, right? You got that creative solar plex, right? You've got that grounding energy that's coming in, right? This person has a book open. So they're reading something. A lot of people get this idea, oh, I'm being read. I feel like I'm being read. I had a friend once tell me that said, when we talk, it seems like you're not talking to me. You're reading me. And that can be uncomfortable for some people. And some intuitives and some mediums don't realize they're doing it because things are just happening, right? So that goes back to the lesson the lesson and blessing. Remember, I tell you things or inform you, advise you of things. Let me use my work dialogue, my work language here. I inform and advise you of things so that you don't make the same mistake I made. Okay. So when that Mercury, when that messenger energy comes into you, and you want to get these messages out, like I have a friend right now, I got a message the other day about what this person needs to do. Okay. That's great. If my friend asked me that question, or we're sitting down, we're talking, right? And I say, hey, man, you know what I do, blah, blah, blah. Would you ever want a message? Um, and if I could tell you what the context is, would you want it? Because, like, again, you don't know when they want it and when they don't want it, right? It's very hard to do. So the messenger says your verbal skills are at their peak, so put them to good use. Pen that novel to write that letter, right? So right now I'm in the process of writing. I'm getting back to writing. I haven't really written anything in a long time. I'm really excited. So when I get off of this, I'm going to get on the new computer and start writing. So I'm really excited about that. So Mercury also, now the flip of that says what? Something to talk about. Give them something to talk. All right, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to get pinged. Use your verbal skills to heal old wounds. Now, a lot of people have a hard time talking about stuff, right? A lot of people have a hard time talking about stuff. A lot of actors and actresses and artists, they put their pain and their there was a great show on Amazon for a long time called Mozart in the Jungle. He said, play with the blood, play with the blood. And that's very true. We play with the blood. We play with the life force. And we have to sometimes realize, guess what? Some people don't want our life force. They don't want that energy. They didn't ask for it and they don't need it. It's like when the person who calls you and you say, how you been doing? And they unload every single thing that they possibly, it's mostly bad. It's not even good. It just like, you're like, I don't understand. I'm confused. Why? I just asked you if you watched the latest episode of Blood and Treasure. Is that what is on CBS? Oh no, my phone fell. So, you have to realize these things. We have to understand that the messages that we're getting about growth and about, okay, let's see what Linda said. I'm going to put this up here for everybody. Show. In grad school, I would reply to a conversation, and my friend would look strangely at me. It took me years to learn. I heard more in a friend's voice than they actually said out loud. Yes, very true. So as an intuitive, this is something we cannot do. It is very, very hard. People are like, oh my God, I love it so much, but I like talking. I love it so much. Again, adjustments must be made. So we want to give them something to talk about, but we need to be respectful of how we're talking. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, first house. This is the house of self-reliance. Embrace the self-starter in you and initiate your dream project. This is great. I love this. Y'all see I'm just picking cards. I haven't planned this at all, right? Y'all know me. People who don't know me, hello, my name is Seth David Suits Healy. You can call me Seth David. You can call me Suits. Just don't call me late for dinner. All right, especially the supporter house. Even though I'm trying to cut back. Hello, Carolyn Fox. This Carolyn Fox arrives if she gets this card. So, Carolyn, this is your energy. Self-reliance, embrace the self-starter. So probably something with you. Let's go go back to your inner child stuff and building on something that you have been wanting to say or do. It could be writing a story. It could be painting. It could be pulling Emily Dickinson and just writing something that no one's ever going to read until you want them to. So what we're going to do, I'm not probably infamous on that. I'm not Kate. But we have to just realize spread should be self-reliant. Yes. Wait, spread. I don't know, Josh. Are you saying a good thing about it? So, Carolyn, do it yourself. Do whatever this is yourself. I think a lot of people have been trying to pressure you into doing something, and you just have to say, hey, I do it myself. A lot of times, like when my wife will get on to me about this. I'm like, you need to call this person. You need to call this person. My wife's like, I'm a grown-ass woman. I do not need a secretary. Thank you very much. And so I have to take a step back at times and say, okay, I have to let her steer the ship, her ship. We may pass lanes in the ocean, right? But right now, her ship is on one side, my ship's on the other. We're gonna meet at an island, you know, um, have a good time, hang out, chill, uh, share great feelings and conversations. But people have their own lives, even married people, people in relationships. And a lot of people, like people who are in like those relationships, uh, beginning relationships, one of the key is to self start. Uh, nothing more attractive than someone who is determined and is persistent, because your work inspires their work. I said the other night, I have a sign on my that says, "Are you working? Are you working on you? Are you learning?" Right? I said, if I have time to see that, then that's a problem, right? You need to have your accountability. If it's not a person, you need to have. If you're a word person, I love words. Words are so much to me. Cards are so much to me, and I'm about to start putting my wish list. Like I said, I have no shame now. I'm just gonna tell you, I love you all to death. But I'm seeing what people are doing, and some people sent me bracelets and stuff. That's really cool. But if y'all have a card deck you want me to use, send it to me, or something like that. I'll be glad to help any way I can, and you will be acknowledged too as well. Oh, look at this! Oh, very young. It sounds like I'm thinking like like the spirit saying you're so naive. Um, the answer to your question may involve your child or the child of someone you know. So, for what this means, so we're going back. We look at family ties, adjustment required, something to talk about. Oh, very young. So, going back into like, oh, I'm very young. A lot of people feel like, oh, I'm very old. Uh, I got blood taken, the other day when I was in the hospital, and I always wear long sleeves. And today I was like, I'm gonna wear a short sleeve. I'm truly gonna country it style, right? Today I'm gonna have short sleeves in my office because we got all these computer screens around me. And I looked at my damn arm and I was like, damn, that's a bruise. And I was like, I feel old. So the questions and answers that you're seeking, thank you, computer. I don't know if y'all heard that. But answer to your question may involve a child or the child of someone you know. I also feel like this has to do with something about your childhood. I feel like somebody's watching this and may probably watch it later on. So I'm just going to go on a little tangent here. So bear with me. Right now, you are dealing with something that is perplexing you. You are like a deer in headlights. You're going back to your childhood a lot more now as you are repairing yourself. And as you're repairing yourself, some people are getting it and some people aren't, and that's okay. But what you need to do, and when I say need, this is just set David words, Suits words, you need to allow yourself to be more attuned into what makes you happy. So that's why you're going back to inner child things to find what makes you happy. The real stuff, not the stuff someone told you. Oh, you love when I do this. You love when I take you to concerts. Oh, you love when I buy you art. Oh, you love this. Oh, you love that. People tell you what you love, right? I'm guilty of this a lot. With my son, I'm like, oh, Batman. And my wife's like, no, Mickey Mouse. Igla, as he calls it. So I mean, we all have, we're all growing. We're all growing, right? So, oh, very young. And then we turn it over, and this is cat. So, Leo, and I have a lot of cat energy. I mean, as y'all know, I have lots of cats. Magical creative energy, the MCE, magical creative energy. Now, a lot of people hear the word magic and they get, ooh, especially if they're scared of the unknown. And that's perfectly fine. You can be scared of the unknown. That's a perfectly fine thing. All right, perfectly fine thing. But what you want to do is you want to embrace the changes that are happening with your life. Okay? You need to do that. It's a very important thing. The changes that are happening with your life are magical because change is inevitable. And how they're changing, how things change, how the synergy of certain things go from here to there and connect, boom, boom, bam, 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 is unbelievable, right? Just like when we're pulling these cards, right? And Linda can speak to this. I think Joshua would speak as well. we'll pull cards. They'll be like, how? And I'll even, you know what? We're gonna change up a little bit. So, because we're all a little bit of animals here. So Leo. So when I also see Leo, I think of the Lionsgate manifesting, right? And I can tell you that last Lionsgate was woo, 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 woo. It was powerful. That energy still resonating around. If you have a question, ask it. Ask it. I want to make sure if you're tuning in at 12:22 a.m. in the morning or later or earlier or whatever, then you're like, hey, Susie, I've been, I'm trying to do this, or hey, what can I do? So the next question we have, we're talking about family here. So I really think this is also about someone who may be watching this who's trying to build a family. Fertility, cancer. Nurture your ideas and watch them grow. You are safe and protected on this journey. Well, that's good, Linda. All right. So nurture your ideas and watch them grow. You are safe and protected on this journey. So this may be something that is helping you grow. Okay. This creative thing you're doing, right? And a lot of people don't realize when they're creating something, right, that it is a extension of themselves. That's why writers, you'll see, like one of the plays I wrote a long time ago, the writer is almost pulling like an Arthur, like a John Proctor, like leave me my name, give me my name. That's all I want. Writers will just exhaust themselves over lines and words. All right, yeah, Joshua, I'll give you 3 cards for your birthday. Give me 1 second. So what that means is we have to. My mind went to a completely different place. Give me 1 second. I apologize. That means spirit's really strong. Okay, I'm gonna come back to that. If y'all remember what I was talking about, say, this is what you were talking about. Okay. So it's Joshua's birthday coming up on 9/5. So let's just see what Joshua gets on 9/5. Maybe let's just see. You know what, Joshua? We're gonna even do something even more cooler because you're a longtime subscriber and watcher. All right, this is what we're gonna do. Where did it go? Okay. Joshua, do you want Sacred Cycles or do you want Joshua? That might be the only one. Hold on. I just saw it. Spirit's been doing this too. They've been hiding stuff. They've been hiding stuff like, hey, let me tell you about something, and it's not gonna be here. Okay. Or do you want this really cool prayer? I think this is probably the one, right? Prairie Majesty Oracle, or this one? You want Sacred Cycle still? That's what the back looks like. That's what the cards look like. That's what the cards look like. Okay. Sacred Cycles. All right. The birthday boy has spoken. All right. I have no idea what this could say. Sootsy Bootsy is a crazy person. Right. I'm waiting for those cards. You're asking a question. You must be crazy. I'm waiting. Like if I ever make an Oracle deck, and I've thought about it, guys, would y'all buy it if I made one? All right. All right. And y'all remember, I'm going to start doing readings again in the new year. So if you're wanting to have a deep dive and learn about your spirit guides and all that kind of stuff, I channel for about 3 weeks. I'm working on one right now for a friend of mine. So I'm getting back into it. All right, here we go. I do not know what these cards are, Joshua. I just want to let you know right now. I have no idea There's a very feminine energy to them, though. I'll tell you that. All right, here we go. I'm going to close this. I tend to stay away, Linda. So Linda has a question. If anybody in the Creative Collective wants to answer, has anyone ever heard of a broadcaster channeler? I think it's the same as an oracle. Tomato on some levels. I think that when you are an oracle, you first are taking in a very big title. Now I have a friend who has her name in oracle, but she uses it in a way where it's respectful. Some people use it as a way to make money because they're like, oh, psychic, oracle, medium, all these different things, right? So you have to be very, very careful. When you have someone who channels, so when I channel, and I learned this because I had no job, right? I had no job, and I was trying to find and it was COVID, and I was trying to find ways that I could do what I do and make it successful, and also learn, because I felt like the universe was like, you know what? We put you in a metaphysical store for years, and you made money, but you didn't learn. And when I say, all right, let me rephrase this, guys, because I know it's come back to haunt me in the future. I can just feel it already. I can feel the little spirits being like, oh, no. I did a lot of healing. I helped a lot of people heal, right? But I wasn't learning like I should have. It was so fast and on the go. And that's what happens when you have a shingle out, or when you're paying to have a shingle out, which is also something we're going to talk about much later on. You have to be aware that it's a learning process for you. And if the universe is continually giving you the same thing over and over again, and that's what I realized a little too late, that I was supposed to be learning this, that, these, and those. And I was striving for that, those, and this. Right? So you have to be aware, because these life cycles that we have of energy and of love and of hardships and of death. Yes, life cycles of death. Trust me, there's death of self, there's death of family members, there's death of friends, there's the actual, but we have to be aware that people in the metaphysical world use titles. They use titles because they went to someone in marketing and they're like, well, let me tell you something. I was working with this person the other day, and they used the word psychic, and they're up like 5,000 points. Right? And then you have to realize, I'm really not that. And I've told y'all this story about me being the eccentric medium. I am more of an intuitive medium than anything. And I was wanting to make sure that when you came to see me, you knew you were getting somebody who was on the other side of the fire stick, right? It was not going to be the standard. For a sense of power or control. All right, Joshua, what do you mean by that? Okay, so we have to realize that when we're learning, when spirit puts it in place, and some people are like, I'm just an advocate for metaphysics. I just love learning. I like hearing it. I'm not a practitioner. I'll do a reading here and there, and that's fine too. Like, I want to be very clear. This channel, these shows are for everybody. You don't have to be like, oh, I'm a practitioner and I'm here, like, listen, I'm going to hear there. Okay. I think Linda Judd might have a point about making up new names for being a sensitive. Yes. So this is something that a lot of people get plagued by because they don't know how to market themselves. My wife, Virginia, is a master marketeer. She is. I've seen what she can do with people in all kinds of fields, right? and she uses her gifts. Like I've seen it. I've sat there and I've seen what she does, and I'm just like, so, and one day I hope to bring her on so that she yes, Joshua does, yes, some Joshua hit it right on the head. Some of them think they are a god. And there's only one, in my opinion. Sutsubuchi, like, there's only one. Yes, Linda, it is amazing to see awesome intuition. All right, so we got these life cycle cards. It's funny. I almost bought a deck twice because I was at the store and I was like, "That's a really good deck." And I don't think it's pretty bad when you have so many decks that you don't know what you have. I had that with animal cards, so spirit animals. So let's just see what we got, and we're gonna make it special because Joshua's birthday is coming up. All right. So I'm gonna close my eyes. Can y'all see that card? Could y'all see that card? Someone give me an answer. Please give me an answer. I just need an answer. Today. All right, cool. Oh, okay. So first off, Joshua, you have an obstacle that's coming up. All right. I'll do that next. So we have 3 cards. All right, here we go. Then we're going to bring out some quantum energy. All right. And we'll see if any of these relate to any of that. All right. So the first card is this. Oh, it's upside down. The loving woman, people. Now, Josh, what we talked about this was you and people. And so, all right, next card is intuition and manifestation. All right. And then finally, deserving. Okay. All right. So we're going to have some fun here because what we do on the Sutsubuchi station. And what we do on Things Network, what we do on the Phoenix Rising Entertainment Network. And just to be fun, we're going to pull 3 cards of the life cycle. Right? Okay, no, we're not doing that. That's not for you. Joshua, these are all female cards. Like, this is where I'm talking about. I can see my. God, I hate to see what y'all put up. Okay. I don't know what this is, but we'll find out. The luteal phase. Okay. The waxing crescent moon. I think this is universe giving me an out. Okay, because I have some moon cards. We'll just pull some moon cards in a second. And then the willow tree. So let's figure out what those are, because a lot of these are female cards, which is fine, which is great. The luteal phase. God, I don't know what those cards are. So I'm kind of, woo-wee. And I pull. Okay. Hmm. Give me a second. What is it? The waxing. I don't even know what those cards are. I'm afraid to pull those cards. Well, yes, Joshua, you do, because they were talking about ovulation and uterus. So That's not a lie. This is the first time universe has done it to me, where I'm like, ha ha. The first time was the second time. The first time I was doing a reading, and I pulled these chakra cards out, and one said sex life. So I'm gonna say I'm not because we don't know who's watching. But the woman, I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And was like, no, we need to talk about that. And I was like, let's try some other stuff. Let's try some other stuff. But we got to why that card came up. So, but the world wants us to know, so we just need to find 2021, the luteal phase. I clearly see the path in front of me. Yes, I do. After ovulation, estrogen dips while through this phase is often associated with changing emotions. There's a wisdom within the heightened awareness. This is a reminder that your perceptive abilities are your superpower, especially at this time. They allow you to see all angles, analyze the details, and acknowledge what you deem to be out of alignment. So this would be a journal prompt for you, Joshua. What is working well in my life? What is not? In contrast, where am I feeling the absence of ease? Okay, now we go to the waxing crescent moon, which is one. First card. Okay. So yeah, this is a very interesting. It's a very interesting deck. I was not expecting this. I'm just going to be very understandable here and let y'all know. But we always have to. We've always got to, be real with one another, and that's the woohoo. The waxing crescent moon. I let my curiosity lead the way. Gently emerging from the darkness, the waxing crescent moon is the growing light that marks the beginning of a new cycle. So this birthday, Joshua, is going to be a new cycle, most likely. Okay? So it's a time of rebirth, and we already talked last episode, Joshua, you might want to check it out. We talked about change, and we talked about growth and such. Renaissance. I didn't use that word, but yeah. How to start over. So, calls upon your innate childhood wonder, beckoning you to look at the world with fresh eyes. So, try to forget about all the anger and resentment that you may have about certain things, and look at it like a child would look at it, right? Because remember, the first cards we pull for you were uterus and ovulation. So what that tells me is there's a new beginning, a definite new beginning. And I pulled, I broke the cardinal rule of card pulling, but I just didn't know where that was coming from until now. So everyday magic surrounds you. Awaken to the wonder that has been right in front of you all along. So there's this great wonder that is coming around you. But you just have to learn and try. What is it? What's the Yoda saying? Do or do not. There is no try. Right? Isn't that it? Allow yourself to find the childlike curiosity. So, how do we do that? First, you got to put that stuff that you brought with you in this life about the mother stuff, right? You got to say, okay, listen, I understand. I'm not a fan, but I understand. I just want to grow. I need to grow. Okay? And then we go to the willow tree. So I make space for my emotional experience. Will I be Shazammed? With its drooping branches reaching out and downward toward the earth in a fountain of leaves, willow trees evokes watery emotion. The flowing, twisting vines from a sanctuary for weary souls. The sacred shelter invites passerbys to duck in a moment of respite beneath its canopy. Willow tree is here to offer you a space where you can process emotions that feel too big, too bulky, too overwhelming, or unwanted. You are being asked to allow these emotions to surface. So that's happening probably on this birthday, probably late at night. Probably when you're looking at a TV screen and you're like, I would recommend watching something of your childhood, some nostalgia thing, and just sit there and let the universe sort of just come in and say, okay, here's what we're going to give you. Once you learn how to listen, that's another thing in the whole starting over process, learning to listen to the universe, listening to God, not edging God out, not letting ego take control, but letting and being humble and saying, okay, I am but a servant. I am but a servant. I'm here to do the will of the universe. I'm here to help the universe. I'm here to help my fellow man, my fellow women, my fellow beast. Um, I'm going to press onward, upward, and know that greatness abounds. And when I reach that, I'm going to soak up that humanity. And I'm going to create my art. And I'm going to make an impact. I'm going to do something. Now, is it going to be what everybody's expecting? Probably not. Probably not going to be that. But I'm going to do something. Right? Because we got to go back here and look at the family ties, right? The family ties, and how we look at the family tie. The adjustment is required. So as what is it? Tight is what is the bond? What is that line? Tight is the family. Oh God, I can't think. What is it? Something about ties of the family. Bond. Tight is the family. Something to that effect. I'll find the quote and maybe get back to it tomorrow. But this is something to talk about. It's something to talk about with the tie that binds. Families are tie that binds. Thank you, Linda. Linda gets a card for that. Linda, please be gentle with me with these cards. Please. Please, 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 please. I mean, I know I'm a grown-ass man, but I was not expecting to see ovulation in these cards. That was not the thing I was expecting to see. And we have birth. So, Linda, you are working on birthing something for yourself. Continue to work on that. Continue to work on that. And I have to turn it back because it's a naked lady, and I don't want to get dinged. But that is it says birth. So all right. So that willow tree, Joshua, is very important. So that's maybe I would maybe trying to find a picture, maybe hang a get a picture of a beautiful willow tree, right? Or like a little sculpture of a willow tree, something. Look. Well, Linda Judd, I say right. I can't go on. I must go on. I can't go on. I'll go on. Samuel Beckett, great line. Okay. So let's see what these. I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Okay. All right, maiden. Okay, I can dig that. We got a maiden card for you, Joshua. So what this means is we got some like Thunderbird fire energy coming in with the maiden. So this renaissance is going to happen for you. It's going to be more about you engaging yourself. Right, Joshua. Yes. And I would also look at the Viking tree as well. Yggdrasil. I can't pronounce it. But let's see what the maiden says. Let's just, maybe she says something that's just like amazing. Like says something amazing. Let's look. All right. I let my inner child light the way. I can't make that shit up. Look. I let my inner child light the way. As a youthful vibrancy defines the maiden phase of the cycle of life, an embodiment of the light found in endless exploration. There's an opportunity for a new beginning at this point in the journey, Joshua. Do you hear me? Joshua? There's an opportunity for new beginnings at this point in life. At this point in the journey. This infusion of energy works to re-enchant you with what is most present in needing your attention. It is time for rediscovery and growth. Guess what? It's not going to be comfortable, Joshua. Or anybody who's watching this and you're like, oh, I'm right there with Joshua. Thank you so much, Joshua, for that energy. Thank you. Oh, my God, I needed that so much. Joshua, you don't even know how many people will be like, oh, my God, I needed that energy so much. I am so like me and you, man, me and you. But like a child at play with the world, the maiden archetype is alive within you and ready to guide you with a pure heart and bright eyes. So you may find a lady, a woman, or another man that has a very strong feminine energy that's going to come in and help you see the world with new eyes. Maybe write a story through the eyes of this person. It's amazing when you look at these kind of things, you're like, ooh, ooh, wee, ooh, ah, ah, ting. I can't sing because I'll get pinged. Hey, I made a rhyme. Okay. To expand the fresh energy, all you need to do is listen to your inner child. So maybe watch that TV show, listen to that song, read that book. I keep hearing Bridge of Terabithia with you. What does that mean? What is Bridge of Terabithia to you? Have you read that, Joshua? Or My Side of the Mountain? Any of those do those ring significant to you? They may not. Make a game of life wherever possible so that creative energy may flow unimpeded once again. The journal prompt, Joshua, is what does my inner child need most at this time? Okay, Joshua. So that wasn't too bad. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Okay. All right. Look at that. The lovely woman was with the maiden. Ain't that? Man, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Holy smokes a doksha. That's a new line. Holy that the maiden was with the loving woman. What? Is that right? Okay. So the loving woman, Joshua. So it probably will be a lady. All right. And she may have a dog. All right. Whew. So we have the waxing crescent moon. We talked about that already. All right. Intuition and manifestation. So I feel like this birthday is all about manifestation. So you need to use your intuition on how that's going to work for you. Okay. Be smart with it. Don't be dumb. All right. Return to source. Come on, guys. Really? Return to source. We got that purple. So that's that intuition. That's that intuition energy. That's that third eye. If they put us on screen, forget about it. What? All right. So let's return to source. I don't know. Let me see. What was that one? Return to source. Okay. Letting go allows me to begin anew. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Completions and endings hold a unique energy, and they do. Completions and endings hold a unique energy. As the final stage in the never-ending cycle of life, death is the last letting go of a life experience. So you may be, and whoever's watching this, we got to first thank Joshua for the energy. right? Because you didn't say, hey, my birthday's coming up. Can I get a reading? Again, these readings are for everybody. I'm just saying Joshua because Josh was here and we're using his energy. But this may resonate with you as well. If it does, leave a comment in the thing. Shoot me an email at eccentricmedium@gmail.com. Sundayswithsuits@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you. Okay. The cycle of life, death is the last letting go of a life experience. That's a really great quote. This is the process that brings any creative endeavor to a close. After a time of inspiration, growth, and sharing your gifts, you're being asked to let go of that which has run its course. If something has lost its vital force, but you have kept holding on to it, now is the time to bless and disconnect from it. Give it a proper celebration and a burial. So, guess what you have to do? You got to pay for a funeral. You're going to have to put some of the pound of flesh, right? You ever heard the reason why Shylock gets so mad in The Merchant of Venice, right? Because he takes people to court, and Shylock's Jewish, right? And the person that he loaned money to was Christian. And part of it was a pound of flesh, and he wants a pound of flesh. But if Shylock even dropped 1 ounce of Christian blood, it'd be bad news. So, what that says is, the pound of flesh always has a price. The pound of flesh always has a price. Right? You're like, oh, I wish I could get, like, I have some pound of flesh in my gut right now. I'd be like, can I just, like, I'm going to start going to the gym, guys. I've already given up soda, but I picked up Gatorade. Now my wife's got me on this, like, Crystal Light thing. I don't know what the heck it is. But I haven't had Coke in so long that I'm just like, so Linda, it could be like making a deal at the crossroads. I think a pound of flesh is, my father always used to say, you have to put some skin in the game. If you want me to invest in you, I have to know you've invested in yourself, first and foremost. I'm not going to just say, hey, here's $10,000 and call it a day, right? Because that's a lot of money. I have to know that you're going to make that 40 grand for me, right? When you pay for what I call pay for the funeral, means you're paying for it. You're paying for this part of your life to end. You're saying, okay, I'm ready. I can write the check. I can forget it. It's not going to kill me. I can write it. I've earned the right to earn that check, and click, 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 boom. And you write that check. Obviously, you then burn it and let it go back to the universe. But you do that because that allows you the sense to be like, hey, you know what? I'm really letting go of the time that my best friend, forgot my birthday, but I never forget theirs. And that hurt me, right? Or, the time I came home and my mom had given my dog away, and all I wanted to see was my dog. That was a big deal, but I had to learn to let it go because now I have more animals than I can shake a stick at, right? So, Linda, the aspect of writing the check is this. You have to write the check for the funeral. And we all know how much funerals are, like a big funeral. And you have to realize that weight isn't going to be released. You do ceremony, you do whatever you need to do to release it. As I had the two wise man and wise woman above over my head. The sentinels that stand at the gate and be like, okay, we're ready to receive what you are giving the universe. The lesson is learned. So, Linda, partially what you would say, yes. Okay. And Josh, well, this is a good deck. It's a little intense, though. I'm not going to lie. The magic of the stage lies in keeping the faith and belief that in death we return to source. We return to the earth. The magic of the stage lies in keeping the faith and belief that in death. And I just want to give credit to the book, to the cards, the Sacred Cycles Oracle Guide by Jill Pyle and Eam Dewey. Make sure you go out and buy it. Get it on Amazon. I will tell you, it is very feminine. It's $21.99. I don't know how much it is on Amazon, but you can check and see. And I like to give props to the card decks because the author, because it's anytime anybody creates something, it's a thing. It's a thing. But all right. So the journal prompt for this, Joshua, is what in my life am I no longer inspired by, but continue to put my time and effort towards? Me like bed. All right. So first of all, let's give Joshua a big round of applause because I feel like this birthday is going to be really big for him. And it's going to be a time of rebirth and renewing. Look at that. Deserving. Come on. Give me a break of that Kit Kat bar. Come on. Got that yellow creation. Got that house. Got that beautiful field. It's time to feel deserving, Joshua. That's what it's time for. All right. Now, here's the crazy card. I don't know what it is. It could be anything because we just saw some crazy stuff. Ovulation, all kinds of stuff. All right, ready? All right, here we go. Spring. We got a little nudity, so spring. Okay, so let's see what. Oh, book fell. All right, okay. Oh wait, y'all gotta see this because I just passed it. Hold on. So y'all know this is the Wolf and Bear Den, so I guess we gotta read about Wolf and Bear real quick. Bear, I trusted in my sacred boundaries, fiercely protective and finely attuned to the subtle seasonal shifts that cue the call toward hibernation. Bear brings teaching of awareness, preparation, and discernment. With a watchful eye over their offspring, Bear is well known for being uncompromising in their diligence and always conscious with their resources. You can't make this up, y'all. It's Wolf and Bear. They're right next to each other. Come on now. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That's amazing. The animal ally works with a nose in the air to sniff out the shifting winds, knowing when it's time to play, plan, or prioritize rest. I think it's very important for someone who's watching this. Rest is very important for you. It's very important. What do you mean, Josh? Well, you had overwhelming sense. That's the deck you needed. That's the deck that was like, I want the cycles. I need the cycles. I'm gonna make Seth squirm. I'm gonna make Seth David squirm. Right? It's okay. It's okay. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to entertain y'all. Bear guides you with intentionality to take stock of your needs, asking you to question that what you require to fortify the boundaries that serve you best. Now's the time to assess where your time, energy, and resources are best directed. The journal prompt for this would be, what needs to be taken care of so I can feel safe to rest and replenish myself? Now the wolf. I know who I can trust. As a pack animal, wolf is wise to where they belong in the scheme of things. Opossum is also really good with this. That opossum energy is very good with strategy. Deeply dialed into the hierarchical dynamics at play, they know the value of being acutely attuned to the guidance of inner intuition. Wolf is here to whisper a reminder to look to your instincts. So use your instincts. As a leader of your life, you're being called upon to trust your intuition. While cultural narratives may try to tame you, the energy of wolf calls forward your animalistic instincts, your sixth sense, and the inner knowing. Ooh, the inner knowing. Follow these cues will guide you through life cycles in ways that feel more in flow. And if you watched the last episode, we talked about flow and going with the flow. Take note at this time of the ways you're relating with others and whether you have been trying to pull away as a lone wolf when your pack would be happy to help you. Hmm. Hmm. That's intense. Take note at this time of the ways you're relating with others and whether you have been trying to pull away as a lone wolf when your pack would be happy to help you. Allow yourself to be bolstered up by others so you can further tap into the innate impulses that wish to support your body's natural cycles and rhythms from within. The journal prompt for the wolf is: am I following my gut instinct when it comes to making decisions? Hmm. Now let's go to spring. I'm so glad I did. I just saw a card. I'm just like, no, 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 no. I'm gonna have to be very careful with these cards. Spring, I'm ready to grow. Spring, I'm ready to grow. Springtime, when the earth begins its deep inhale, reawakening its signs of life and vibrancy. After a time of dormancy, there's an urgency and excitement to get on with growing already. The spring season beckons you with the hope of all that is ready to be nurtured. You have spent some time recently turned inward, allowing for rest and visioning. Now the energy has had a chance to replenish and build its supplies. You're ready to stoke the flames and begin once again, like we talked about the Firebird earlier. Look, way to go, right here. The maiden, the Firebird maiden, stoking those flames. Okay. With that feminine mystique. All right. Just as the seedlings and initial crops in springtime are not immediately ready for harvest, your next project or process will take some time to come to fruition. So don't rush it. You're reminded to notice where a spark of inspiration has been lit and direct your energies and efforts toward nourishing that growing flame. Journal prompt: what project in my life am I most excited about? And where should excuse me, what project in my life am I most excited to pursue right now? Okay, so what we're going to do to wrap it up, we're going to pull 3 cards from Ask Your Guides. Okay, because there's 3 of you who are watching. Did y'all have fun tonight? Was it a good night? Did y'all enjoy it? Look at that. Intuition. Inner child. I can't make that shit up. What the? Come on now. Come on. Come on. Look at that. Inner child. Look at that. All right. Creativity. Creative guides. So bring those creativity guides in. Work with that butterfly energy. Work with the writing energy. And finally, the higher self. Learn how not to pass so much judgment on yourself. Don't do that. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up here with the cards. It's just like what is that old show where they put the cards up there? I don't remember that, but we'll get that. We'll get there. Ready? So first thing we're talking about family ties. So first, I want to thank you all for watching. We're gonna press onward and upward to know that greatness abounds. We're gonna soak up that energy and soak up that humanity, create that art, and make that impact. That art can be whatever you want it to be. It can be an art of love, an art of manifestation, an art of hope, an art of creative force, whatever you need it to be. It could be like Linda's book that she's writing. It could be that little short or the independent, that Joshua did. So the family ties. There's so many different kind of families, right? And we have to be consciousness. We have to have consciousness. We have to share a conscious understanding of what family ties are for us. And know that we're deserving. That's very important. Know that we can always return to source. We can always go back there. We can always get back to the return to source. Okay? We're going to start working with spirit a lot more. Okay? In our intuition and manifestation. But we're going to use, like I said in the last episode, in the reboot episode, we're going to use either animal cards or plant cards or stone cards, right? We're not going to pick something that's going to be not insulated, okay? Very, very important. the loving woman. That to me means that you have to be more conscientious of your feminine energy. It may off put people at times. Now, especially if you're a man, they may want to be like, I don't understand why. I'm confused. Like, why are you like, you get this a lot. A lot of men will get this. They'll be like, I don't, I don't understand. Like, can't you be more like that person or that person? Like, I don't get it. So you need to realize that you are you. I'm pulling another card. Something told me to pull another card, so I'm just going to pull another card. Uh, oh, shit. You got to feel good. You got to feel good. And when you feel good, that's going to make your life better. Okay? So remember, adjustment's going to be required in this. It's not going to come easy. It's not going to be like, hey, now. Hey, now. It's like, it's going to be like, nope, we got to stop. We got to think about if we take that pound of flesh, how do we not spill blood? It's a hard thing to think about. How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you do it? Because when you take something out of something, there's going to be a reaction, cause and effect. So that's where there's readjustment comes in. A lot of people have. I saw a friend of mine the other day, and we were talking about, can I just renegotiate my soul contract? That's what I would love to do. Because right now I'm like, what? I don't understand. I'm confused. Not me. I'm happy with myself. But like we're talking, hypothetically. But we've all been there. Been like, I need a little more quartz in my life, or I need a little bit more abundance in my life of the good stuff, not the bad stuff. Like me and death right now, I'm like, no more death, no more death. I don't want any more death. I don't want any more loss. I don't want to go in the hospitals. I don't want to go like spilling ashes. I don't none of that. I've had enough for 4 years. I don't need any more. So another adjustments required. So when you have those adjustments, it's going to be something to talk about. You're going to have to talk about it because it's going to affect somebody. And there's an Aries card right here, and I just saw a spirit right in my corner eye. It was like a smoke. That was crazy. New beginnings. Look at that. Aries, new beginnings. Ain't that cool? Actions you take now will yield swift results. Charge ahead with your visionary plans. So, I once had I don't know why this is like this. Okay. I gotta get my thing. But new beginnings. Okay. And then finally, bringing up baby. Come on now. We got a lot of fertility going on. You're about to give birth to something beautiful. Enjoy your creation. Linda, I think that's for you. So we want to make sure that as we are... Oh, another card fell out. Romance is in the air for somebody. But the family ties, I think that's most important. An adjustment required to give them something to talk about. Then we're going to bring in Lion, the manifester, right? Express yourself. And that's how you're going to get where you need to be. Learn to work with feminine mystique, but also learn how to work with the masculine too. You can't just work with one. I mean, you can, but it may be a little one-sided. Work with the Thunderbird energy. Work with Phoenix energy. Know that you are deserving. Don't think for 1 second, I'm not deserving. I'm not deserving. Because you are. You're very deserving. And you deserve a lot more Look at that creative endeavor. Are you kidding me? I just opened it, and there it is. Look at that. Look at that. Someone said they're feeling inspired. Joshua was like, boom, there it is. There's a canvas for you, Joshua. We pull another card to end it up. Honoring the path with intention. So as long as you honor the path with intention and you're not hurting yourself, you're not hurting anyone else, you're taking care of this world, you're leaving it better than when you found it, that is all that matters, in my opinion. Tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm going to be on, and we're going to use some harvesting cards, I think. Maybe harvesting cards or the Mythic Oracle. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But y'all have been an amazing audience. Y'all have stuck in. I know y'all are tired. I know it's late. Or it's late for me at least. But the reason why the willow tree, which we talked about, the umbrella situation, the maiden, which we already talked about, the birth. So give birth to the things that you care about, and bury the stuff that you need to bury, and say goodbye to. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be very difficult, but it will be when you can say, "Hey, I paid for the funeral. I paid for it." The key is not to have to pay for multiple funerals, right? If you're learning the lesson, right, then you just be like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. I paid for that funeral. I paid for it. All right? And so work with the higher self. Don't be so judgmental on yourself. Work with the inner child, the creative guides. And always, y'all support this channel. Give likes and loves to all the people. Please love and share this video. Tell them why you're sharing it with them. Share it with your friends. Bring a friend next time. I tell everybody, bring a friend. Say, hey, y'all want to see something crazy? There's this guy who used to sing and do crazy stuff. He might do that too sometimes. But he comes on. He plays with cards. And we learn. We learn and we're entertained. And I was always told, if you can learn something and be entertained, then whoa is me. That's a great thing. So, again, y'all have been amazing. There's a great, if y'all have Acorn TV, I highly recommend it. You can get it on Amazon Prime. You can just get Acorn. What is it? Jack and Darby. Darby and Joan. It's Aussie show. Great. I watched it today. Loved it so much. Good, wholesome fun. It's about an older couple who are one is an Aussie, another one's British, and her wife, her husband has suddenly died, and she goes to Australia to find him, to find out why he was there. It's a great little story. It's like it'd be like if Hallmark was good. No, I'm kidding. Hallmark has some good stuff. I'm just playing, but it's really good stuff. Australia does some really good stuff. Acorn TV is amazing. BritBox is amazing. Also brought some really good stuff on there. AMC, we got Interview with the Vampire that's going to be coming out in October, which I'm really excited about. Top Gun, even if you're not a Tom Cruise fan, go watch it. You'll want to fly afterwards because you are eagles and hawks. On that note, my name's been Seth David Suits Healy. Thank you so much to Things Network. Thank you so much to Rising Phoenix Entertainment. I'm never going to get the name right. I'm just going to not get it right ever. But anyway, that's okay. And the Uga Suit Network as well. Y'all have been amazing. Y'all have been fantastic. Joshua says if Hallmark wasn't a soap opera. There you go. And apparently there's a new network for Hallmark, people who got tired of Hallmark and wanted to have good, wholesome TV. I didn't know that existed, but it does, I guess. So, night, y'all. Please send love and energy to my friend in his audition. And to everybody who was trying to create, everybody's trying to get pregnant right now since we had all these ovulation things. I have a lot of friends who are trying to get pregnant right now. As I said, my wife is pregnant right now. Baby's due December 25th. So y'all send her love and light as well. And me. 2 boys. One's going to be named after me. Seth David Carter Healy II. So that's awesome. So yeah, I'm just appreciative of you. I'm appreciative of all of you. You make y'all made this. Well, thank you so much, Linda. I appreciate it. And like I said, I'm gonna be back tomorrow and Sunday. Uh, sometimes I won't be here, but you know, sometimes I'll take breaks because I have to recharge my energy. Uh, this is not easy. It's not easy, but it's fun, and it's what my calling is. So here's to manifesting that the right people see this. Shokure, Seihiki, Takomio. Ugasuth. Onward, upward, greatness abounds. Soak up that humanity. Create your art. Make your impact with the army of now. So we don't have to have armies tomorrow. We can be the change. We can do it. I believe in you. Good night, guys and gals. Joshua, have a happy birthday. Ugasuth.